Hello, everybody. This is Kristan Weisdack again with BehaviorWorx of Southwestern PA. I am so happy you're joining me again for another video. I talked to you guys 2 weeks ago about increasing eye contact in toddlers. So hopefully you guys have worked on that and you're getting great eye contact. This week, I'm going to share 3 easy tips to get your toddler talking. One of the easy things that I do when I go into the house for tip 1 is I have parents put the kiddos' favorite toys in containers that they can see through, but they can't necessarily get into. And so you put it in sight, out of reach. And what you can do is that kiddo will usually bring this to you, and then you can work on the sign. You're saying, open, open, open. And now the funny thing is, what I like to do is kind of mess with kids a little bit. I like to be a little bit funny. And I like to have fun with kids. I mean, they're going to feed off the energy that you have when you're interacting with them. So whenever I'm trying to open this, they'll bring it to me and we're signing for open and maybe do some hand over hand with them. So you can go open, open. And as soon as they do hand over hand, well, they accept hand over hand, you can sign open with them. Or as soon as they've done it spontaneously, or they try to say, oh, you're like, oh, good job, open. And then you can say, oh, stuck, stuck. Now, some kids that I have worked with will say, oh, son of a mother, you're really having trouble with that. Let me help you. And maybe they'll come over and get it. No, and then they'll hand it back to you. And then finally you can get it stuck. And finally, you've gotten it open. You can fall back and they're going to usually laugh hysterically with you. Or some kids, it doesn't always go so great. And they might throw a bit of a tantrum. What I do when they're tantruming is I ignore it. And then when they come back to it, because some kids will walk away when you ask them to make an extra effort. So some kids will walk away and they're like, they kind of try to like fool you a little bit. Like, I didn't really want to play with that anyway. I'm just going to go over here and do my own thing. They'll come back. Just give them time. So when they come back, right, they're going to bring you the container because it has their favorite stuff in it. You're going to sign for open, open. Do some hand over hand with them, or they sign or say it spontaneously. You're like, yes, open, open. Ooh, stuck. And then you finally get it open, right? You're going to fall back. Oh, and then open it for them. And then what you can do is give them whatever's inside, whatever they were working for. The second tip that I have is just to be simple about the words that you're using with them. So what you can do, like this is choo, 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 choo. So you can either have them say the sound, right? Or you can work on getting them to sign. So for train is this. The second tip also, it's the third tip, I guess. So it's inside, out of reach in containers, right? Using simple words, but practicing sign language early on. And that's fundamental. It's really great too, because if your kids aren't developmentally supposed to be talking yet, and they can sign for a blanket, or when they can sign, they want milk or to eat or drink, or they want a cookie, it's fantastic because it decreases their frustration, it decreases your frustration, and everybody's a little bit happier. And there's my dog. Tucker made an appearance. You got to see him. So try those 3 tips. Comment in there. Please subscribe. Consider subscribing below. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, let us know what you think. Another thing you can do too is when you're using simple words, like I only have half a banana here. My son is also a picky eater, so we try to do little portions, which next week or 2 weeks from now, I'll probably do an original video on something called Ate the Plate to help picky eaters. So hopefully tune in for that too. But if you're trying to get them to say things like Nana, Nana, they're going to start out with just little sounds. Eventually you can work on banana, but just start out with simple sounds and let me know how that works. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great day.